This is the first time I've ever been wrong on a team. Crown is the last novel in the Selection series by Kiera Cass. So if you have not read these books, this is going to be majorly spoilery, so I suggest you go and read the past books, these books. They're super quick and super fun, and then come back and discuss. General Ledger, it's kind of like having a backup parent. I love how Aspen has just never left the story. He's now the backup parent of Edlin when he almost was with America. You're going to have to excuse my manly voice. I am very sick. I like that in this book we got to see the other half of Edlin's character arc. In the first book she's very confident but very cocky, and in the second book she kind of comes to realize that she can't do this on her own and she really needs a lot of help. On page 31, she's talking about how having power and not being sure how to use it, and not having her twin there, not really having her parents there with her, and having all these boys there and not being sure how to love. And that was very sad to me because she was just like so lost, and she's like, on top of all this, I don't know how to fall in love and I have to find a husband. One of my favorite parts was when Edlin is talking to Kyle, I think they're in the garden, and she's like telling him like her feels. And Kyle's just so sweet and accepting. You know when you have those moments when you realize the book character is you? On page 61, this is my life. I didn't remember a lot of the boys coming into this book because it had been almost a year since I read The Heir. And I didn't remember Gunnar, but I really liked the moment where it's totally Princess Diaries 2. Remember when Mia kisses Andrew? And they're like, no, there was no fireworks. It was delightful, but no. Edlin has this exact same moment with Gunnar. I was laughing so hard because it was just in my brain. I saw it as the Princess Diaries. Let's talk about Merid. Up until page, like, 120 something, I read it as Madrid. Madrid Elia. He comes into our lives and I'm like, oh, what could possibly go wrong? Let's just become friends with this perfectly tall, jaw-lined ex-prince. I'm not exactly sure. I'm sure I missed it in one of the past books how the Elias are still ex-royalty. I'm not really sure. I thought they had all like died out or the last name had just changed to Shrev. I still don't know how to pronounce their last name. Edlin decides to take over the throne, which I see where she was coming from. And like, as it tied on later, it made more sense because I was very confused because in my brain, America and Maxon are in their late 40s at the most. So I was kind of confused because I'm still fairly young, especially for a king. And I understood like it was for her family. And later on when she was saying like, in the past, like every king and queen have had health problems and issues because like it's too stressful of a job for one person to handle on their own. So like I understood it later, but in that moment I was very like confused because I thought they were just really young to be king and queen anyways, and now Edlin was going to step up before she was even ready. But like I came to understand it later, so I mean it worked. I love the line on page 154, all the same, it meant something that we ran, didn't it? I like to think so. I really like that line. She had just had her conversation with Hale, and Hale's going to be leaving. And they were both talking about, you know, like doing the hard thing, but doing the right thing. And Edlin's very confused as if she's doing the correct thing. Like, is she right in what she's doing? And she has this moment of realization, like, I may not be 100% right, but it counts that I'm trying and that she's not giving up. And I thought that was another moment in her, like, character development that really meant a lot to her. We have the almost kiss with Eric. I was not Team Eric at this point. If you've heard of Hamilton, in my brain, it starts playing immediately, say no to this. That's how strongly against this I was. It just caused me a lot of stress. And then we start up, it's Coronation Day. And then Frozen is playing in my head. Aaron showed up for the coronation for his sister, and I was very happy, even though Aaron's not my favorite character. I didn't really think he went about fleeing the country very well. I still was happy he was there. We have this moment with Merid, and I was just sitting there like, I knew it, he was evil! Cause like, we had moments where we're like, that kind of sounded a little not right. He basically threatens her as a means of proposal. Now they have to go deal with all this stuff, and he's gonna go pretend to buy her an engagement, well, I guess he is really buying her an engagement ring, but like, he's horrible. And then she doesn't propose to Kyle. Like, she goes to propose to him and then she doesn't, and I start panicking because even though I really like Eric at this point, I was still like team Kyle. I'm just like a sucker for those stories where they grow up knowing each other and it's just so cute. And then like she didn't propose to him and I understand why, but Kyle was super chill about it. Like, he was like sad at first and then they like left on really good terms. I was like, what is even going on? I guess they weren't really in love. I thought they kind of were, but like I guess she's like really in love with Eric. Then she goes to propose to Henri and this was breaking my heart because she does like him and he's so cute and sweet, but like Ethan needs a challenge. Like, we see this in her character. She doesn't need to fight all the time, but she needs someone who's going to challenge her and like make her a better person, and Henri can't do that. He like literally adores her, which is adorable, but like they have a struggle to have like conversation, and Evelyn is very quick. I guess that's the best way to describe it. She needs someone who can keep pace with her, and Henri is smart. Like, he is learning quickly, but like it would take a very long time for him to get to that point for her. And then like I was really happy at the report when Henri is like, I'm slow here, I'm not slow here, and he like kind of pushes Eric towards Evelyn. So yeah, I wasn't really expecting that, but I was really happy in the end because they were just so cute. I love the conversation with Maxon, like right before when she's like not really sure what to do, and she's like, I need to talk to one person, and then she calls for her dad, and Maxon's just so sweet and understanding and just tells her, you do what you need to do, like, for you, this is your marriage, and like tells her about his father, and like Evelyn announces her marriage to this person no one saw coming, announces that Aaliyah is going to be a constitutional monarchy, which I really liked because I was worried. Like, I wanted Evelyn to be queen. I didn't want her to step down necessarily, but I really like how this played out with her opening up and having more people to work with. Because I did like the town hall idea. I thought Merritt had set it up so that it would have like kind of destroyed Evelyn in the eyes of other people because those people started like yelling and stuff, but really he was just doing it for his own publicity. But like, despite him, I really liked the town hall idea and thought that was going in a good direction, and now like Evelyn has taken that and like run with it, and I like that. I love the bonus scene with Josie and Caden getting married. The two of them were so cute, and we got to see America and Maxon as grandparents because Evelyn's now had a daughter and is gonna have like another child. Eric is just adorable. I'm fully team Eric at this point now that they're married. So overall I give this a 3.5 out of 5 stars. Because like I really liked it, but I did like the air more. I just loved meeting all the new characters and seeing Evelyn's like sass. Even though she was really cocky, she was sassy and it was great. Okay, well that's all I really got for The Crown. My name is Caitlin. Thanks for watching. Bye!